Okay, I want to go over throwing the hook and the uppercut because I didn't do that in the last video. But when you throw your hook or your uppercut, I call it a boomerang. So you want to put your arm in a boomerang position and it'll remain in that position through the whole entire strike. I get my boomerang here. In other words, it doesn't extend. You never straighten your arm out on a hook. You get it in the boomerang position, and then you're going to throw the strike by way of movement of your body. So a good setup for a hook is the right hand. So when I throw that right hand, I'm turning my shoulders over, throwing out my right hand, and that loaded up my hook. I have it in the boomerang position, and all I do is turn my body, and I'm going to pivot my toe at the same time. But I'm going to turn my body and just lift my elbow up here. So I can just throw the hook. If I bob and weave, boom. Throw the hook by just raising up your elbow. Again, from this side, from straight forward, down, hook, right there. Again, you're going to pivot your foot when you throw the punch, like putting out a cigarette with your foot. Same thing with the right hand. I pivot my foot. That way I can get the full extension of the punch. If I don't do that, my punch is going to be short. And actually, your jab will be longer than your right hand. But if you pivot your toe and twist your body, your right hand will actually be further than your jab. The right hand will reach further than the jab. And the jab, again, the jab is this perfect setup for the right hand. The right hand's the perfect setup for the hook. The hook's perfect setup for the uppercut. And the uppercut's exactly the same. I keep the boomerang position with my arm, and I'm twisting my toes and my hips and my shoulders to throw that punch. I'm not extending my arms. It's not an arm punch. Those are only the straight punches. Only the straight punches do I extend my arms out when I throw them. Now, going into basic kicks and knees, the basic strikes are a teep kick, and when I throw the teep, that's going to be my forward kick, straight forward at somebody. So if somebody's rushing in on me, boom, I'm going to kick them. And it's better if you kick them with the ball of your foot rather than your entire foot. You want to make it like a spear, because the smaller point of contact, the more stabbing force it's going to have. Whereas all of my power is dissipated over my whole foot. It's more of a push. It's more of a push if I do that than if I kick with the ball of my foot. So basic teep kick, boom, and it's all about your hip thrusting forward. All of your kicks are. Okay? So you got the front kicks. Now if I want to throw the front leg teep kick, I'll step forward with my back leg. Step forward, kick. See that? So I make it the back leg. And that's a common theme with your kicks. You can throw a front kick here. For more speed, karate, taekwondo guys, they like to keep their hands up when they throw these strikes. And for more speed and less power, they like to extend their kicks by snapping at the knee. Whereas Muay Thai fighters Both are fine. Typically keep a straighter leg and just spin that hip over, and their arm also comes down. So a karate guy is going to go here. A Muay Thai guy is going to go here. Okay? And actually spin around. A kick that I like to do a cut kick. I'll step forward here with this back leg. See that? It's a front leg kick, but I'll step forward with that back leg and I throw it straight up. It's more of a quick kick. Same thing on the other side, the rear leg. Boom. It just cuts upwards. It's a cut kick. A lot of Muay Thai fighters like to bring it back down. You're trying to hit your opponent with your shin, not with your calf. So that's one key thing to focus on. And with the defense, you're blocking with your shins. So that's why also we don't like to have too sideways of a stance like a boxer or like a Taekwondo fighter. If you're in MMA, it's more similar to Muay Thai, not exactly, but we like to be a little more squared up. That way when we block, if I'm blocking kicks from this side, what I do is I create a shield with this bones of my forearm, and I connect it to my knee, my elbow to my knee, and all the way straight down. I straighten my toe out, and I block the kicks on that side. This is a good drill. You stand like this, block. These are your checks, and those are from those side kicks. Now if someone throws the teep kick at you, you step out of the way here. Teep kicks coming in, step out of the way here. I step out and simultaneously parry, just like a parry a punch. So that's some of the basic kicks. Forward, roundhouse kick, and you can snap them like I said. Snapping's fine. And then of course there's spinning back kicks as well. That's a little more complicated, so we'll get more into that later. And then the basic defenses are, these are the blocks. You can block here as well to block your head. You can block here. And also defenses to move out of range of those strikes. Now with the knees, same concept. I'm here. I want to throw that back knee. And it's all about that hip going forward. And so if I have someone's head here, I'm going to throw the back knee. If I want to throw the other knee, I switch stances. Boom. Switch stances. This is a good drill. If you grab onto something, you knee, 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 knee. And you can also throw knees like this. You go to the side here, raise your knee up, and you can drop knees. I drop them on people's thighs here. Okay? So if I have someone in the clinch, I raise up, drop a knee down on them. Raise up, drop a knee down on them. And then if you want to do volume for reps, you could do skip knees. So I grab somebody's head here, or your heavy bag, or whatever you got, boom, and when my leg comes down, my other leg slides back simultaneously. Here, knee, 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 knee. And that's getting into clinching competition. So there's a level of striking in the clinch, and then we're working our way, transitioning into grappling at that point. When you're starting to grab onto people's heads, this is now grappling, but we're including striking still. Okay, we're throwing knees, get that leg back, get that hip back, throw that hip forward, make sure your toes are pointed downwards all the time. That way you don't break your toe, break your foot. Okay, and that's basically all of your basic striking. I didn't get into elbows. That's a little bit more advanced stuff. So we'll get into that. But all this stuff that I showed in these first 3 videos, these are the basics that I would like to see you be able to do. So practice these things, video yourself doing them, and send the videos to me so that I can give you tips on how to improve, okay?